Hey guys, welcome to another Free Cal Fitness video. Last week I mentioned about people who are just starting out doing workouts and stuff like that, just to find a goal to go towards, or find a club, find a gym or whatever. If you have, brilliant, let me know. If you haven't, and you haven't been it money wise or anything like that, here's a few nice little home workouts you can do at home, hence the home workout thing. And yeah, I've got a couple of exercises you can do. It's going to work on your chest, your core and the legs. All important stuff to learn and to do pretty much. It's good actually to do this sort of before you go to the gym. You want to build a bit of spare strength before you start. It's good to start with this. So first off, we're going to start with the push-up. And what most people do with push-ups, they kind of do this thing. They have their arse up in the air like this, hip down, like that, and they just can end up just going meh, which doesn't really do much at all whatsoever. So here's how you're supposed to do a push-up. So you start out with your fingers facing forwards in the same way you are, arms about shoulder width apart, legs out, arse down, back straight, and you go down so your chest touches the floor and back up. You can do 10 of these, and then we're going to move on to another one. I'm doing that into, this is how I normally do my workout. I don't concentrate on this one style of push-up or one style of sit-up. I try to like mix and match to hit certain parts of the chest, certain parts of the core or the legs, whatever. And yeah, so for number one, you start doing 10 of traditional push-ups, as I call them. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. After you do those 10, you then go on to a wider stance for it. So you're keeping the same sort of like back position, arse down, back straight, like this. And instead of having your hands close by it, you're going to slightly go out, like this, and you go 10 of these again. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the normal push-up does more like this sort of base section, whilst the wide one hits it on the top part of your chest. And the next one is the diamond push-up. What this mostly does, it kind of concentrates on the inner section and also does your triceps, so it does 2 in 1, so it helps really well. So diamond push-ups, as it kind of says, you make a little, it's more of a triangle push-up. I don't know why it's called a diamond. I mean, it doesn't look like a diamond, but anyway. So hands like this, back straight, maybe a bit closer, how I do it, and then go down and up. Try and get your chest to touch your hands. That's normally a good sign you're doing a decent push-up. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right, the last one for the push-ups is a bit awkward one to do if you haven't done this sort of exercise before. So I'm going to show you how I normally do it if you are fairly athletic, even though I'm breathing out my arse at the moment. Saying I'm athletic. So instead of having your feet like this with this one, to get a bit of extra balance, you're going to have your legs just a bit wider, just so you get a bit more balance and stability. So from here, I'll start with my left hand in front of me, fingers pointing that way. Right hand comes down here, so just below like your abs. Then you go down, jump up, switch, down, jump up, switch. And you do 10 of them. If you can't do 10 of these, how I did it, walk it around. So from here, down, okay. What this push-up does, I call them Spider-Mans, don't ask me why I kind of like Spider-Man-y. So for this one, it kind of stretches out your muscle. It hits parts of the muscle that you don't normally do with push-ups. So it kind of helps a bit more hitting more new parts of the muscle. As I said, try to do 10 of these each, and that will be your sort of round, so to say. Right, next up we're doing sit-ups. Right, so everyone knows how to do the traditional sit-up. It's pretty much straightforward. I'm not like doing it having my feet against the wall or hooking underneath something, because otherwise I'll slip and fall everywhere, or move all the way around the room. So from here, nice and steady, knees nice and locked, and have your hands wherever, but don't use them to swing forward. For me, I prefer having my hands on my shoulders. Excuse me. Yeah, my hands on my shoulders, and then I go down, and back up, down, and back up. If you feel yourself moving backwards like I just did, push yourself a bit forward and start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's the first round. Second round, I highly recommend you grab onto something for this one if you haven't got that sort of good sort of stability with this one very much. This is the traditional leg raise, which I hate ever so much. Now from here, I'm going to hold on to this slightly warm radiator for this one, just to help me out a bit. Oh, there's more. So from here, put the fluffy thing by my feet. So from here, a leg raise is as it says. You just pretty much lift your legs without moving anything else just other than your legs. With this, keep your legs straight. If you can, point your toes, but try and keep your legs straight all the way through the whole motion. So you do 10 of these, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, God, I hate those ones. Right, so now the original sit-up kind of does the whole first, sort of like, I call it the first 4 parts of the abs. And the leg raises, they kind of work on the 6th layer, and then the 8-pack that might form if you keep on doing it and doing it and doing it, and get a all nice little sexy body that most people would like. Ooh. Now for this one, this works on, I believe, called the obliques, or like on the sides pretty much. And it's called the Russian twists. And what you do with Russian twists, you sit up like this, so you're not constantly, you're not like leaning too far back or you're too far forward. So just resting on your arse, nice and balanced sort of thing. And then you go from here. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. And see, from that you get like a nice little, you feel it definitely on the sides there, and you do kind of feel it on the main core itself. I think because you're in like a stable sort of position, so it's going to go a bit And the last one for the core workout is a really simple one. Well, it looks simple, but after a while you do start to feel it, and it's the plank. Everyone's pretty much familiar with. Now with the plank, you do like a press up position, but you go onto your elbows. You can cup your hands up like this, or flat down, however you like. Legs out. Try not to get your arse too low, like this, or too high. Try and get nice sort of straight. And you're going to hold this for about a minute, or as long as you can. So it's like this. And for the last one is everyone loves leg day. Not me, I don't like leg day. But legs, or actually, training legs are actually very important considering most people use them every sort of day through walking and all that sort of stuff, but working them out is extremely important in general. Never skip leg day, never ever skip leg day. Although I have on occasions, but just don't. Okay, so a bodyweight squat is as easy as it sounds. So from this angle. So legs slightly shoulder width apart, slightly bit more if you feel comfortable that way. You can have your hands wherever, you can have them on your sides, you can have them on top of your head, in front of you. And all you're going to do is you're going to lower yourself down, stick your butt out, so you do like a weird little twerky thing so as you go down. So it's back straight, arse out, look up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right, so when you're doing this one, you should feel it roughly in your thighs, and you should start feeling it in your lower back. And that's pretty much what should be happening. You should be feeling a bit more muscle coming into your lower back and your thighs. For the next one, we're going to isolate the legs separately while doing lunges. And for lunging, you pretty much stand roughly this sort of position, how I normally do it, and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And from there, after you're doing the first sort of 10 normal squats, you start feeling a bit more of a burn up in these sections. And the good thing about this as well, is actually going in for the actual lunge itself, so it's this, you also add in a bit of a stretch on the back one, and a lot more of a muscle workout on the front one. As you switch over, it changes, obviously. Right, and for the third one, it's pretty much another sort of lunge, but you're going to the side this time. So you stand if you're comfortable, and I'm going to go this way first. So this thing's going to move this way. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the same for the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the final one for this is going to work on the calves. These little lovely chicken legs that I've got. Man, I heard a squeak there.
It was my shoe.
I'm sure it was your shoe. For the calf ones, we are going to, well, you have a wall for this one who's not really good at balancing like I am. I'm fucking terrible. So if you haven't got a wall present, find something you can hang on to, or whatever you're used to. Or if you have got good balance, you can just do it as is. I unfortunately don't, so I'm going to use a wall for this demonstration. So from here, you're going to isolate one leg at a time. So it's going to be 10 reps on each leg. So from here, I'm going to start my right leg first. So I'm going to put my left leg around here on the back of my right foot. And all I'm going to do is go up on my toes and lift up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And swap over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right, so we have done the upper body, the core, and the lower body. It's all basic sort of stuff, and regardless how long you've been doing it for, if you do as much as this, or to your sort of like standard, well, I know people that can probably do 20 of these any sort of time, and then you always get out of breath doing bodyweight workout. I've never seen anyone not get out of breath doing bodyweight, as you can tell by my breathing, because it's fucking atrocious. So yeah, this pretty much concludes the first first weight training workout tutorial. Look up for next week. I'll be doing a bit more of a more martial arty sort of tutorial. I'm going to do how pretty much do self-defense for the next session. So yeah, look forward to that. Thank you very much. You know, the usual thing: like, subscribe, share, whatever, or not. You know, it's up to you. I don't tell you what to do. Let's go. Peace.